Samsung brought back water resistance to the Galaxy S7 this year, something that people really missed last year with the Galaxy S6. That's why the Galaxy S6 Active appealed so much to people. It even came with a beefier battery too. With Samsung's next smartphone in its Active line, how can it differentiate itself enough given that water resistance is back already with the S7? Don't worry, there's more than meets the eye with this one. Hey guys, John V here with Android Authority, and this is our hands-on look at the Samsung Galaxy S7 Active. Alright, so the most distinguishable difference here is that it's more rugged in nature. That shouldn't surprise anyone. It's not premium by the imagination, seeing that it's mostly dominated by the same textured rear pattern that we've seen before, accompanied by those soft touch matte bumpers around the sides of the phone to absorb shock. It doesn't have the same fragileness of the Galaxy S7. Now, the best part about this one is that it's able to withstand most drops. And boy can it endure them like no other. In addition to that, it's constructed so that it's protected from extreme temperatures, dust, low pressure, high altitude, and yes, full submersion underwater. It's actually a little bit better than the S7. You could submerge it deeper underwater, up to 5 feet for 30 minutes. While it's not the prettiest thing, you can understand the reasoning behind its particular design, much like the other previous phones in the line. Yes, it's technically bulkier and heavier, making it a bit tougher to manipulate with one hand, but all this is necessary in giving that indestructible nature. The same display in the S7 is present here with the S7 Active, so that's a 5.1-inch 1440 by 2560 Super AMOLED panel. It's detailed, sharp, produces some very iridescent colors, and offers exceptional wide angles. Everything about it seems to be on the same level as the Galaxy S7, including the new always-on display feature. What's different though is that the S7 Active has a shatter-resistant screen. It holds up over other screens, but we're happy to notice that its visibility and clarity isn't subdued or greatly impacted. Given that Samsung's AMOLED screens have shown their superiority in terms of color accuracy and brightness potency, the resistance aspect of the display is icing on the cake. One of the notable additions to the phone is the fingerprint sensor, which is a first for the Active line. It's flanked between two other rather large-sized physical buttons, the back and quick menu keys. There's also a mammoth 4000 mAh battery that's stuffed inside. That's one of the largest, if not the largest capacities they've been able to cram into its smartphones, so that should help in giving it more longevity than the S7. Additionally, you'll find wireless and rapid charging as well. The phone is powered by a quad-core 2.15 GHz Qualcomm Snapdragon 820 chipset coupled with 4 GB of RAM and the Adreno 530 GPU. It feels snappy and fast, and given that it's almost unchanged from the Galaxy S7, the S7 Active should perform nicely when it comes to graphics processing. Storage amounts to 32 GB with our particular unit, but it can be supplemented with the available microSD card slot. The S7 Active borrows the S7's camera, so that's the same 12 megapixel sensor with an f1.7 aperture lens. You also have phase detection, autofocus, OIS, and an LED flash. The only other thing worth mentioning here is how there are few manual controls available with video recording when you use the Pro mode, which is something we haven't seen before in a Galaxy smartphone. So that means you could adjust parameters like the shutter speed, white balance, and focus all on the fly. Frankly speaking, there's not a whole lot different with the TouchWiz experience here with the S7 Active, which is running on top of Android 6.0.1 Marshmallow. The usual visuals are all there, so there's nothing really out of the ordinary. It's great for power users just because you have features like true multitasking with multi-window, you have the one-handed mode for easier handling, and all the other sorted smart gestures with the experience. We've talked about some of the S7 Active's benefits, but it all comes down to price. You'll have to fork over a good $100 more to pick it up over the standard S7 through AT&T. So that's almost $800 for the S7 Active versus only $700 for the S7. Naturally, there are reasons why it's priced higher, like we mentioned already. Sure, the look of the phone won't appeal to everyone, But if utility is high on your list, the Galaxy S7 Active will fit the bill. So that's about it with the Samsung Galaxy S7 Active. If you guys want to learn more about this phone, you can check out our website, androidauthority.com. This is John Velasco signing out.